One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma for this non-district matchup with the Red Oak Eagles in Class A, who are right now 15-6. Again, you're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAllisterRadio.com or on the KNED app, and also for home games, video streaming on YouTube. Again, our YouTube channel, just type in McAllister Radio into the YouTube search bar and you'll be able to find us. We are currently streaming as we speak. So here for today, we're going to be having the wind back. Again, it was nice to have a couple of games of really no wind, but it has come back. We're going to be having gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Right now, it's steady at 16 miles an hour. But it's going to be a warm day today, so it's not going to make it too chilly. 81 degrees at first pitch, it looks like it's going to be, and it won't drop below 80 by the time the game ends. Again, your McAlester Buffaloes are going to be trying to protect their undefeated home record that they have right now. They're 8-0 at Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma, but if they're going to do it, they're going to have to beat a really, really good team. In Class A, number 3, third ranked in Class A, the Red Oak Eagles, again 15-6, have beaten good teams all over Oklahoma regardless of class. They beat Poto 14-6, Booker T 3-2, Joplin 4-1, Tahlequah 8-2, Glenpool 12-11 in extra innings, Sperry 13-5, Fort Gibson 5-4, Coweta 6-1. The list goes on, and they're going to try to take a win against McAlester after they beat them last year in two games, both in run rule fashion, 9-1 and 11-2. For the Buffaloes, they're looking to protect this house, and they're looking to get a big win against the Red Oak Eagles. Again, let's look at your starting lineup, starting with the visiting team, the Red Oak Eagles, led by head coach Cody Pear. 1 through 9 looks like this. Leading off, the second baseman, number 3, Chase Pear. Batting second, the pitcher, number 34, Brex Caldwell. Batting third, the shortstop, number 17, Denver Hamilton. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 23, Kobe Bell. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 8, Reed Kalk. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 5, Chance Pear. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 18, Asher Kalk. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 25, Trevor Lyons. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, Tanner King. For your McAlester Buffaloes, 15-11 on the year. 1 through 9 looks like this, led by Coach Justin Mullins. Leighton Bass leading it off. In center field, batting first and wearing number 3. Batting second, the second baseman, number 8, Trent Boatwright. Batting third, the catcher, number 7, Ethan Gillespie. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 24, Gage Mullins. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 1, Gage Dollins. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 4, Zach Freestad. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 5, Caden Lesnow. Batting eighth, the DH, number 15, Seth Sam. For the left fielder, number 11, Cale Prather. And batting ninth and pitching today for your McAlester Buffaloes, number 6, sophomore, Gannon Mullins. We're about to have our national anthem here in just a moment. Let's send it down to the field with Coach Homer running the PA today. All right, let's play ball, everybody. So, your McAlester Buffaloes today, if you're listening on radio, wearing the gold hats with the interlocking black MB on the front of them. They're gold jerseys with the black numerals on the front and back and the white McAlester script across the front with the black bat underneath the script. And looks like the pinstripe pants here for today. For the Red Oak Eagles, they're wearing their black jerseys. Looks like purple down along the collar and along the sleeves. Again, Christy, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like they are purple. Again, I'm colorblind, so I apologize. Gray pants, I literally am. We also have the purple hats with the interlocking RO on the front of them that is in white. And on the front of those black jerseys, they don't have any numbers. They just have the Oak in big letters on the front. On the back, it looks like they're purple numerals. So again, around the diamond for the Buffaloes, starting off with first base and going around the infield, Gage Mullins, Trent Boatwright at second, Gage Dollins at short, Caden Lesnow at third. In the outfield, Cale Prather in left, Leighton Bass in center, Zach Freestad in right. And the battery today for the black and gold is going to be Ethan Gillespie behind the plate and Gannon Mullins on the mound. Number 6 has a 2-1 record, 17 2/3 innings pitched, 4.75 ERA, has struck out 12, walked 17, and has a team best 138 batting average against him when you combine all the batters he's faced so far this year. We're about to have first pitch brought to you by Big V Feed Center in McAlester. They're always your best bet for your feeding program for all of your animals. Springtime is baby chick and gardening time. See us for your poultry and gardening needs. So it looks like Mullins is ready. Chase Pear is ready for the Eagles. Here's the delivery, and the first pitch of the day will miss upstairs for ball one, and it's baseball time here in the Heartland. So again, the Eagles are ranked third in Class A, have beaten multiple teams all over the state of Oklahoma as they have a second pitch line drive into right center field, and tracking it down and making the catch in the alleyway is Leighton Bass for out number 1. So a line out to center field by Chase Pear brings up the pitcher, number 34, Brex Caldwell. The Eagles only have 2 batters in today's lineup that played against the Buffaloes in those 2 games last year. Caldwell is one of them, and Denver Hamilton, who's on deck, is the other. Caldwell, the pitcher today, number 34. He steps into the left-handed batter's box and watches a first pitch strike from Gannon Mullins to move the count to 0-1. With 1 down, top of the first inning, Eagles up at the plate, nobody on for Red Oak. Mullins kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch. This one will miss down low for ball 1. Caldwell last year in the 2 games that McAlester played in which they lost to Red Oak 9-1 in the shootout at the fort in 5 innings. In that game, Brex Caldwell pitched all 5, and the other one was in Red Oak in 5 innings. McAlester lost that one 11-2. The 1-1 will be a ground ball right side. Looks like Boatwright fields it cleanly. We'll throw over to first base in time. No, he dropped it! It was in time, but it was just dropped by the first baseman, Gage Mullins, and then he throws it away. Caldwell's going to make his way over towards second base, and it's going to land along the fencing. That'll be 2 errors on Gage Mullins. So 2 errors back-to-back here for Gage Mullins. He had the error on the drop, and then he tried throwing back to his brother Gannon and threw it all the way towards the McAlester dugout, and that allows Caldwell to get over to second base. Bringing up Denver Hamilton. I was just about to say Caldwell went 3 for 6 in those 2 games with 3 RBIs. Hamilton, as he watches a first pitch curveball low and away for ball 1, went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Very uncharacteristic of Gage over there at first because, again, he is as reliant as it comes over at first base as the 1-0 is going to cross the letters for strike 1. Count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. He's usually a vacuum over at first. You throw it anywhere near him, and he's going to scoop it out of the turf, or he's going to be able to get off the bag and make the play to help out his defenders. Here's the 1-1. This one will be a fastball just a little bit outside. Belt high but outside moves the count in favor of the batter Hamilton to 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner in scoring position for Red Oak at second base. No score, top of the first inning, 1 down for the Eagles. Mullins the pitch. This one will miss low and outside. Now a hitter's count for Hamilton at 3 balls and 1 strike. So Mullins will come set, look to get him back into the count, the 3-1, and he misses low and outside. Caldwell tries to take third. Gillespie throws down to third. He throws it into the outfield. Caldwell will be held up there. Runner tries taking second, and he does. After the ball goes into the outfield, after the low outside pitch that got away from Gillespie, he tried throwing down to third over to get Caldwell, who was trying to advance. Caldwell did not go home, but the throw that went to the outfield allowed the runner to take over at second. That technically can go down as an error that allowed the runner to go over to second base. As the first pitch to the new batter, it's going to miss low and outside as well to Kobe Bell. So, yep, it's going to have it on the scoreboard as well. 3 errors for McAlester here in the top of the first inning. The 1-0 will miss up above eye level for ball 2, and that's one team that you really can't do that against. And Coach Dixon's going to have everybody from the infield come in and speak because it hasn't been the start that they wanted. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back here on KNED.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester.
And welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. The Red Oak Eagles have runners at second and third. We've gotten there by 3 errors by McAlester in the top of the first inning, with 1 down so far, and a walk as well. Mullins comes set and delivers the 2-0 pitch to the cleanup hitter. It's a fastball in there for strike 1 after the meeting that Coach Dixon had with the infield of McAlester and, of course, the battery. 2 balls, 1 strike as Mullins fills the zone. The 2-1 will miss low and outside for ball 3. Reed Kalk on deck, the center fielder, number 8 for the Eagles. Mullins coming to a pause and delivers the 3-1. This one will hit the lower outside part of the zone. Bell thought it was ball 4. He'll have to get back into the box, count full at 3-2. No score yet. The Eagles trying to change it. Mullins trying to keep it right where it's at. It knotted up 0-0. Mullins delivers the payoff. Off the hands, ground ball down third base line, staying fair. Les now fields, throws across the diamond over to first in time for out number 2, and Caldwell will not go home. He'll stay over at third base, did not go on the throw.
Next up, number 8, Reed Kalk.
And that will bring up Reed Kalk. So despite a top of the first inning defensively for McAlester, if they can get this out, then it won't mean anything. Here's the first pitch. Misses up way too high, up and inside, ball 1. 2 runners in scoring position for the Eagles. First time playing McAlester this season. The only time it looks like, the 1-0. We'll skip in the turf, and that'll move the count in favor, again, of Kalk. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, this game was originally supposed to be played over in Broken Bow, and it was supposed to be against the Savages, but again, with all the rain that came in over the last couple of weeks, having to change up district games. Now we have Red Oak coming over to here. The 2-0 will miss upstairs above eye level. And then quick 3 balls here to Reed Kalk. On deck is Chance Pair. We have a couple of pairs on the Red Oak team as the 3-0 fills the zone for strike 1. A couple of pairs as Chance Pair is the catcher. And Chase Pair is the second baseman, and a couple of Kalks as Reed Kalk is in center field and Asher Kalk is in left. Here's the 3-1 from Gannon. This will be a line drive towards the shortstop, up the middle, and that'll score at least 1. Bass grabs it, going to try to go home with it. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's up the first base line, and that'll be a 2 RBI single, advancing to second on the throw for Reed Kalk. And the Eagles lead the Buffaloes early, 2-0, top of the first inning.
Next up, number 5, Chance Pair.
Yeah, not a bad throw at all from Bass, but again, that is such a hard play to make. That's why when there's plays at the plate and you're able to get people out, it's a huge deal. And Bass delivered a good throw just barely up the first base line. It needed to be right on target to be able to get that out. First pitch into the lefty, Chance Pair is in there for strike 1. He's got a runner in scoring position, trying to increase the Red Oak lead that they have here in the top of the first. 2-0 our score. Here's the 0-1. Be another line drive. That one will get into the outfield as well. Might score another run. Freestead grabs it. They're going to try to send home the runner. Here comes the throw in from right field. It'll be cut off by Mullins. And they're not going to send home the runner. They're going to hold him up. He was halfway down the third base line, and he retreats back to the third base bag. So runners at the corners, no RBI. The score stays 2-0 after the single by Chance Pair. Great job by Zach Freestead at getting it in quickly. And an even better job by Mullins of scooping it out to be able to keep the runner where he was at. So runners at the corners after back-to-back singles by the Eagles. Brings up Asher Kalk, the left fielder, number 18. Again, we had a courtesy runner, it looked like, for the Eagles. And that was number 21, Isaiah the Boy, I believe. First pitch. Good one. In there for strike one. Buffs and Mullins trying to keep it at a 2-0 game. Their bats have been hot, trying to get to the bottom of the order, or excuse me, the bottom of the first inning as the next pitch skips in the turf. Gillespie keeps it in front and keeps the runners where they're at. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mullins will get his signs, come to a set, and the 1-1. This one's in the turf as well, and another great backhanded stop by Gillespie as he will go now speak with Gannon Mullins. This game brought to you by First Realty, well, in part by First Realty, Freedom Ford, Best Western American, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, B&B Outdoor Innovations LLC, and Vigorous Furniture. Thank you all for putting us on the air today and all season long. So the count is 2-1 here on the righty Asher Kalk. Mullins, the 31 move, and they got him. That's a pickoff. Great 31 move by Mullins. Ends up getting the out over at first base. So the pickoff leaves the score at 2-0 here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. McAlester trailing, trying to even it back up here on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. The Buffaloes are up at the plate as it'll be Leighton Bass leading things off in the bottom of the first with McAlester trailing 2-0. The first pitch is way inside to Leighton Bass, and that'll be ball 1. Let's look around the diamond. It'll be Lyons over at first, looks like over at second base, Chase Pear. At shortstop, Hamilton. Bell at third. In left, Asher Kalk. In center field, Reed Kalk. In right field, you got King. And the battery for today behind the home plate, Chance Pear. And here comes the windup, and the 1-0 will be down low, and that'll be ball 2. Again, Chance Pear behind the plate, and Brex Caldwell on the mound for the Eagles. Brex Caldwell is a commit to the Oklahoma State University. And he's only a sophomore for the Eagles as the 2-0 will fill the zone for strike 1. And Caldwell, he committed to the Pokes back when he was in 8th grade. So, again, he's been a really great baseball player for as long as you can count back the years of him playing. Curveball is going to catch the outside corner to Bass, and he's behind in the count 2-2. Caldwell likes to work quickly. Here's the windup, and the 2-2 to Bass. This will skip in the turf again, and that'll be ball 3. So count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Caldwell, again, pitched against McAlester last year in his freshman season, back at the shootout at the fort when McAlester lost 9-1 in 5 innings. The next pitch will be a ball as well in the turf, and that'll be a leadoff walk to Leighton Bass, bringing up the tying run to the plate. So, again, Caldwell back in that game last year at, that was Hilldale. Caldwell went 5 innings, all 5, gave up 3 hits, 1 run that was not earned, 1 walk to 7 strikeouts. First pitch to Boatwright is going to miss down low, throwing over to first, not in time as Bass gets back safely. 1 ball, no strike. Boatwright showed bunt the last time up. Buffaloes have a runner at first with nobody out. McAlester trailing right now 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Boatwright showing bunt. Bass takes off for second. The pitch is a called strike on the outside. The throw down to second is Not in time. Another stolen base for Leighton Bass. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike, meanwhile, on Trent Boatwright. For Leighton Bass, that is stolen base number 28 on the season. Unreal in the kind of season that he's been having. As here comes the 1-1 to Boatwright. That'll catch the lower outside part of the zone with the fastball for strike 2. To put things in perspective, we have played now 27 games, 28 stolen bases for Bass. The 1-2. Just be slapped at right side. Will it land in fair territory? Will the wind take it? No, it's going to stay in foul territory, and it's going to bounce as Boatwright stays alive. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yesterday against Muskogee, Boatwright went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He had an RBI single in his first at bat, trying to do the same thing here. And he also walked with the bases loaded. Boatwright is batting .277 on the year with a .420 on base percentage and 11 RBIs. He has a home run on the year that he hit over in Durant. Right now he's got Leighton Bass at second base with nobody out in the count 1-2. Caldwell looking over at second, delivers the pitch. Good hit, straight to the shortstop. They're going to try throwing to third, and they're going to... Did he get around the tag? He got around the tag! Yeah, he got around the tag. I was about to say, I don't even think he got a tag down on Bass. He slid right around it. What a great play by the runner, Leighton Bass. Again, it really wasn't the best decision to go to third. It was hard hit right at the shortstop. Hamilton made the correct play and threw over to third to Bell, but he danced right around the tag that Bell tried to lay down. And right now, Coach Cody Pear is livid speaking with the field umpire. And to say that he doesn't agree with the call is putting it lightly. But again, I can say it as unbiasedly as I can. Again, we're the voice of the Buffaloes here. It looked like he got around the tag, actually. So Bass gets over at third on the fielder's choice and a great smoked shot by Boatwright. So we got runners at the corners with nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Go-ahead run at the plate for Ethan Gillespie. Caldwell, the first pitch from him is going to be down the turf, and Boatwright just takes second base. So 2 runners in scoring position for McAlester after they're trailing 2-0 right now. Looking for their first hit. So Caldwell will work out at the stretch now with runners at second and third. So here comes the 1-0. This will be a fastball. That's a called strike. He went down. They got crossed up or something because he went over to the right side to body up a pitch that he thought was going to be in the turf, and the catcher Pear took it in the chest piece, like in the gut. So they're going to go speak with it because, again, they got just mixed up. Because he went to go body up a pitch that he thought was going to be a curveball, and it just hit him straight in the gut. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gillespie with a chance to bring in some big runs here early. The 1-1 will miss way low and outside. Great play by Pear. Sliding over to the right to keep Bass over at third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gillespie batting .426 on the year. Leads the team in RBIs with 36. Leads the team with batting average with runners and scoring at .553. This is who you want up. The 2-1 goes with the curveball, and it misses above the letters. That'll be ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count here for Gillespie looking for 1 pitch. Caldwell delivers the 3-1. Goes off speed and it misses low, and that will load the bases. Buffaloes with a prime opportunity here to do damage early. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Jet Tire Service in friendly Old Town McAlester. They believe that while the Buffs are driving in runs, you should drive in to Jet Tire Service for your tire needs. So a runner at every bag, bases juiced. Gage Mullins up at the plate, the first pitch to him, and he's swinging. He'll be right back to the backstop. Strike 1, he's on it. Mullins is batting .431 on the year, .484 on base percentage, 34 RBIs, has 2 home runs, which is tied for the team lead there, and a .525 batting average with runners in scoring. That is good for second on the team. Caldwell delivers the 0-1. This will miss low and outside with a fastball to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Mullins trying to continue what was a perfect day yesterday, going 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, off an RBI single and a sac fly. Here's the 1-1 to Mullins. He goes with the off speed, and he pulled the string on him. Out in front of it was Mullins, and now he's behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caldwell delivers a high-velocity fastball, so when he throws a curveball like that, they can fool the batter off, and they got to see it well out of the hand. The 1-2 goes back to the curveball, and he pops it up right field. This might be deep enough to score Bass. The right fielder, King, gets underneath it, makes the catch. Here comes Bass in from third. The throw will go past the cutoff man. The plate, they're going to say he got him. You got to be quick to be able to get Leighton Bass tagging up from third, and King, acting like the outlaw over in right field, blows the smoke off the gun and puts it back in the holster. Boatwright advances from second over to third, but the score is still 2-0. Double play on what would have been a sac fly for Mullins. And wisely not grabbing it was Pear, or asking for a cutoff was Pear, as he let Lyons just let him at it. So runners at the corners, Gillespie at first, Boatwright at third after tagging up, and up comes Gage Dollins. 2 down. Gillespie takes off for second. The pitch will be thrown over to third, is a swing and a miss, but the throw is going to go over to third, not in time. And so now we have 2 runners in scoring position once again for the Buffaloes. I thought it was plenty deep enough, too. Just a great throw by King. Right on the dot, and Pear quickly applies the tag. The 0-1 will miss outside, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. But if the Eagles can get out of that jam, a bases loaded, nobody out jam unscathed, then that's going to give them a lot of momentum going to the top of the second inning. So McAlester wanting to score some runs here with Gage Dollins. The 1-1 will skip in the turf, and that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Dollins has hit safely in 9 out of his last 10. He's batting .360 on the year. 16 RBIs, .324 batting average with runners in scoring. The 1-1 misses low again. And that'll move it now to 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, you have it at 3 balls, 1 strike. I believe that is the right count. They just haven't changed it on the scoreboard yet. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Christie's always on top of things. The 3-1. It's going to be popped straight up the chute. Let's see if it stays in play. Pear is tracking it down all the way near the fencing, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The Buffaloes leave him stranded, and it'll be 2-0 going to the top of the second inning in favor of Red Oak. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you. Okay!
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. Okay, Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
We head to the top of the second inning. The Red Oak Eagles lead your McAlester Buffaloes 2-0, as it'll be the bottom of the order up for Red Oak. Asher Kauk, Trevor Lyons, and Tanner King up for Red Oak. 7-8-9. So Asher Kauk was actually up at the plate before we had a pickoff over at first base to end the first inning by Gannon Mullins over to his brother Gage. So he steps back up into the right-handed batter's box to start off the second. First pitch of the second from Gannon Mullins will be missed up too high. That'll be ball 1. A little inside there as well. So 1 ball, no strike. Mullins comes set and delivers the 1-0. This one will be checked at, and they're going to say he went around. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even at 1-1. The pitch goes off speed and that'll miss low and outside. And the count moves in favor of Calc. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mullins delivers again, the 2-1. This one will be checked out again. This time he lays off. And that will move it to 3 balls and 1 strike here for the batter, Asher Calc. Red Oak has scored 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. And the Buffaloes have had no runs on no hits and 3 errors. Here comes the 3-1 from Gannon, and this is going to miss upstairs for ball 4. So they'll put the leadoff batter on base for the Eagles to bring up the first baseman, number 25, Trevor Lyons. So Lyons will dig in, another right-handed batter here for the Eagles. Getting his lead is Calc. Here's the first pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back. It is outside, ball 1. And Mullins thought that was a called strike. He kind of had his right palm up in the air a little bit. Just wondering where it missed. And again, it was plenty up above the knees. I guess it just didn't catch the outside corner. Count 1-0. Pick off over to first. Not in time. A little bit to the left also, but Gage reels it in. Just a reminder for anyone that's watching, or if this is the first time you're catching McAlester baseball, whether it be on the radio or on YouTube, is here comes the 1-0. We'll miss upstairs above the Oak script across the chest for ball 2. If you are hearing us not really know if a pitch is inside or outside, it's because we have a great vantage point of knees to letters. We do not when it comes to inside and outside of the plate. So if you're watching on YouTube, that's the view that we actually have, same as yours. The 2-0, runner takes off for second, pitches outside. The throw to second is not in time. What a leaping grab by Dollins as Boatwright was breaking over towards first. That gets by Dollins. It's all the way into the outfield and a chance to take third. So the count is now 3-0 here on Trevor Lyons, and Buffalo's 1 pitch away from possibly putting runners at first and second with nobody out in the second inning. The pitch. This will be fouled back, and that'll be strike 1. So 3-0 swinging was the 8-hole batter, Trevor Lyons. And sometimes, you know, that 3-0 pitch can be right down Broadway. That's a pitch that you can try to drive. This count is another one. The 3-1 is going to miss down low, and it's going to get away from Gillespie, but not far enough to have the runner at second move to third. So back-to-back walks here from the Buffaloes brings up the right fielder, number 1, Tanner King.
Number 1, Tanner King.
So King playing right field today. Just the previous inning, he ended up throwing out what would have been the first run of the day for the Buffaloes at home plate and stole an RBI away from Gage Mullins on a great throw home. First pitch, shows bunt, pulls back, misses outside. He's been trying to attack that outside corner. It just has not hit the black. So 1 ball, no strikes. Mullins delivers, showing bunt again, and pulling back again as it misses outside again. 2-0. McAlester defense and double play depth. The 2-0, it misses way too low. He goes off the backstop. Runners take off for second and third. There's a throw over to second, but it's not in time. And now the count moves to 3-0. And now King doesn't have the bunt. The count's 3 balls, no strikes. Runners at second and third with nobody out. Buffalo's trailing 2-0 here, top of the second inning. In danger of giving up more as the top of the order is just right beyond King. The 3-0 fills the zone at the letters, strike 1. We have McAlester pitcher going over towards the bullpen as the 3-1 is going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. As it looks like Jackson Lauerman is making his way to the McAlester bullpen. Count full at 3-2. This could be a big strikeout for Mullins if he can get it. The 3-2 pitch misses up and inside, and that'll be ball 4 to load the bases for the Eagles. So bases loaded now on 3 walks to begin the second inning.
Number 3, Chase Pear.
And that brings up Chase Pear. So the corner infielders will be coming home if there's a ground ball to them. Up the middle, they're going to try to roll it. Chase Pear lined out to center field on a hard hit ball his first time up. First pitch to him. Will field the letters, or cross the letters, up in the top part of the zone for strike one. Sun peeking through the clouds over here at Mike Deek Field. No chance of rain here for today's game, that's for sure. As the 0-1 will be in the turf. Gillespie once again, like a goalie, keeps it in front. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yep, we do have chances of rain tomorrow. That percentage has gone way up. 80% chance on Saturday, 80% chance on Sunday. The 1-1 in the turf again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like the rain might begin some thunderstorms tomorrow as well. Might begin a little bit after midnight as Gillespie goes speak with Gannon. The biggest chance of rain looks like it's going to be around the 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. mark, and then it'll be around 50 to 40 for the remainder of the day tomorrow. So it's going to be a wet Easter weekend. Everyone loves that, right? 2 balls, 1 strike. Kids are going to get muddy looking for eggs. 2-1. This one will cross the plate in the strike zone, strike 2. So bases loaded, nobody out for the Eagles, leading 2-0 over your Buffaloes in the top of the second inning. But nobody out. Mullins, the 2-2. Curveball misses low and outside, and they'll run it to full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Pear talking over to his runner at first, King, as Mullins comes to a pause, the 3-2 pitch. Low and outside. 4 straight walks to begin the second inning. And that'll bring in the 3rd run of the day for the Eagles here in the top of the second. And up comes Brex Caldwell. Caldwell reached on an error, and then he reached over to second on a different error in the same play. He comes up to the plate with nobody out. Again, last year in the 2 games against McAlester, collectively went 3 for 6 with 3 RBIs. And Coach Dixon's going to go speak with Mullins as trying to buy a little bit of time for Lauerman to get warmed up over in the pen, it looks like. As Dixon looks over towards the McAlester bullpen and gets his way closer over towards Mullins. So he'll speak with him for just a moment. This game brought to you in part by also OK Tire and Auto, the Bank and A, Fenton Nissan, HL's Sports Shop, First Family Federal Credit Union, and Whitetail Properties, Sean Wilkerson agent. McAlester is back in action on Monday in district play. Again, the Buffaloes 9-1 in district play. They are tied for second right now in terms of rankings. But if you're looking at just Bishop Kelly and McAlester, Bishop Kelly has the advantage right now because they beat McAlester by a wider range in their game that they won than McAlester did. So when McAlester lost 8-4 the other day, they did win 4-3, but still it goes by runs differential between the 2 teams, and that's the tiebreaker there. So they still control their own fate. They can still get the district title because there are 2 big weeks of baseball in district play yet to go. McAlester against Sepulpa on Monday and Tuesday, and then the next week will be against Shawnee. We have a call to the bullpen. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on KNED.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
And we have a call to the bullpen here as your new pitcher for the McAlester Buffaloes is number 9, Jackson Lauerman. And Jackson Lauerman now on the mound, a straight switch of him and Gannon Mullins, it seems like. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South George Nye Expressway. So Lauerman is going to come in a jam right now. He's got the bases loaded on him with nobody out. The Buffaloes are trailing 3-0. There were 2 runs scored in the first inning, 1 scored so far here in the second, as it'll be now the 2, 3, 4 batters up for the Eagles. Brex Caldwell, Denver Hamilton, and Kobe Bell. The Eagles have so far scored their 3 runs on 2 hits and on 3 McAlester errors. So Lauerman comes in. Again, he's 0-0 on the year, has not had a win, not had a loss, has pitched in 5 innings, 4.20 ERA, struck out 4, and walked 3. As he'll face the lefty Caldwell, first time into the game. As he'll miss above the letters for ball 1 to the lefty Caldwell. Again, bases loaded, nobody out for the Eagles, leading 3-0, top of the second. Lauerman with the sun shining down on him, comes to a pause and delivers the 1-0. It'll be a fastball missing outside. I move it to 2 balls, no strikes. I got to tell you what, Christy, you can agree if you want to. Christy's running the camera, by the way, if people haven't watched previous broadcasts. I love the sun shining down on the gold jerseys. Looks really sharp. The 2-0. Line drive, right center field towards the alleyway. Looks like Bass is going to leap and make the grab. Runner tags up from third and also from second. It'll be cut off by Mullins, and that'll make the score 4-0 on the sac fly. Big drive from Brex Caldwell, but he is out on the grab by Bass. So that brings up Denver Hamilton. Denver Hamilton will be continuing his career over down the road, about 30 minutes east of here, at Wilburton, playing at Eastern Oklahoma State College. A junior for the Eagles. He walked his last time up. He went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, playing shortstop today for the Eagles. Runners at the corners. First pitch is going to be low and outside, ball 1. So Eagles lead 4-0, top of the second inning. Pear did not tag up over at first base. He stayed there. We do have a runner at third, and that was King, I believe, that tagged up. Here comes the 1-0 from Lauerman. A little 31 move. It worked earlier. They were able to get the third out of the first inning on that same move. This time, it looked like Pear was not too far off the bag. Count is 1-0. The pitch. This will be dribbled up in front of the plate. Grabbing it is Gillespie. Looks back over at the runner. Throws it over to first. In time. Got him by a step over at first base. That is textbook how you do it, Ethan Gillespie. Had a little bit of time just to look the runner back over at third. Great job by Lauerman coming to the plate to be able to cover just in case he decided to go home. And now we'll make it now 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Runner advanced from first over to second, so we have 2 runners in scoring position here for the Eagles. And that was just a little dribble out in front of home plate. And a 2-3 ground out. First pitch into the righty. Kobe Bell is low and outside, ball 1. Last time that he came up, he hit a ground ball to the third baseman, Caden Lesnow, that stayed just fair. Lesnow fielded it cleanly and threw across the diamond for the out. The 1-0. Grounds it left side. It'll be stopped on a knee by Dollins. Throws it up the line. Great stretch by Mullins. Gets the out for out number 3. Things could have been worse. McAlester gives up 2 runs in the top of the second inning. But again, minimal damage as they're now down 4-0, heading to the bottom of the second to the Red Oak Eagles here on KNED.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour. We have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com for more information. Federally insured by NCUA. First Family Federal Credit Union.
We head to the bottom of the second inning. The Buffaloes trailing 4-0 to the Red Oak Eagles. As the Buffs are trying to get on the board, they almost had it with the sac fly attempt, but again, Bass was thrown out at home. As first pitch swinging right on it is Freestad, fouling it back for strike 1. Freestad had one at bat against the Eagles last year, went 0 for 1. The right fielder today, number 4. He also prevented a run from scoring earlier with a nice throw that kept the runner at third at the moment. So here comes the 0-1. This will be off of his foot. I thought it rolls over to the third baseman. It'll be grabbed, thrown over to first. Did he pick it out? He did. Great play over at first base by Lyons. But I thought that ended up hitting. I thought it hit off his foot and then rolled, but I guess it just took a weird bounce off the turf. That was some English then, as that'll be out number 1.
Next up for the Buffaloes.
That brings up Caden Lesnow. I mean, it hit straight off the ground and then just rolled like with a lot of speed over to the third baseman. First pitch to Lesnow is going to be a called strike. Right at the knees with the fastball from Caldwell. Count 0-1, 1 down, nobody on for the Buffaloes, trailing 4-0. Here's the windup and the 0-1 delivery to Lesnow, which will fill the zone again. Strike 2 on back-to-back fastballs. Lesnow went 1 for 4 in the 2 games against the Eagles last year. He's down in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Goes to the curveball, pops it up. Right side. Will the wind bring it back in? No. It'll go into the sea of concrete. But look at the American flag. I guess you guys can't, but I can. The American flag blowing the way it is over towards left field. I think just once, our players over here at McAlester just wants a normal day. Wind not blowing the way that it is. The 0-2. It's going to be a fastball missing way up high, and that'll be ball 1. Now, I'm sure right-handed batters love it because it seems like it's been blown out to left field almost every time. But when you're in the field, it's not as much fun. The 1-2 will be a swing and a miss for strike 3, and they will throw it around the diamond as that's now 2 down here for the Buffaloes in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 4-0. That brings up the DH, number 15, Seth Sam.
Number 15, Seth Sam.
So Sam watches the first pitch to him. Once again, filled the zone for strike 1. Caldwell got into a bases loaded, nobody out jam. He had to tip his cap to his right fielder King as he got him out of a little bit of trouble there with a double play. As the next pitch is a fastball pounding the mid of pair for strike 2. Again, it was caught in right field, gunned down a runner, and then after that we had a fly out to be able to end the McAlester threat. But since then, he has really dialed in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Sam. This will be a fastball, 3 straight fastballs in the zone. That'll be a called strike 3 as Caldwell gets McAlester 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second inning. They lead McAlester, Red Oak leads McAlester 4-0 heading to the top of the third inning here on KNED.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no-obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. Your McAlester Buffaloes are trailing 4-0 heading to the top of the... As here comes the 1-0. This will be off of the end of the bat. Grounded over to the first baseman, Mullins. Flips over to first, over to Lauerman covering, and that'll be out number 1. I think we had a little bit of an issue there just a moment ago. We ended up having our connection cut, but it looks like we might be right back on. If anyone can tell us what's going on, then we're good. So that is going to be out number 1 on the ground out. First time that's happened. I mean, in football, basketball, or baseball, it's the first time I've seen that, Christy. So I apologize if we had a little bit of connection coverage on YouTube side of things. There is 1 down as the first pitch to the lefty, Chance Pear, is fouled off for strike 1. And that was a 3-1 ground out, it looked like. And I was in the middle of doing all that stuff. We'll check YouTube in here a second to see if we're cool. The count is 0-1. As Lauerman delivers the pitch, this one skips in the turf, and that'll move the count to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Buffalo's trailing right now 4-0, top of the third inning. Nobody on base for the Eagles. The 1-1 will miss the letters, and that'll be ball 2. Again, Pear had a single his last time up. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We didn't miss anything. It went right back to what we had it before at. The 2-1 misses low and outside, and that'll end up being 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to the lefty. Chance Pear. Lauerman comes set and delivers the hitter's count pitch. This one just misses. Outside will be ball 4, and that'll put a runner on base here for the Eagles and bring up Asher Kalk. Kalk walked his last time up. Left fielder number 18, as we had a... Did we just have a random ball come out onto the... Yes, we do have a courtesy runner. Thank you. 21, the courtesy runner here for the Eagles, and it looks like it's going to be, again, Isaiah the boy. So runner at first with 1 down. Lauerman delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 here to Kalk. Buffalo's trying to roll it up. They're down currently 4-0 to the Eagles, top of the third inning. Righty on righty matchup is Lauerman. Delivers the 0-1. This one will miss down low by the ankles, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And wind still blowing out to left center field, benefiting the right-handed batter if they can get under 1 is the 1-1. Well, skipping the turf and now move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. And I was going back to that Bishop Kelly game back on Tuesday, and there was a double to, with 1 out back at the bottom or top of the 7th, in which McAlester was leading at the time 4-3. It looked like a regular pop-up. It never occurred to me just how close Bishop Kelly was to tying up the game in that one. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. I mean, it looked like a pop fly, regular old pop fly, and it landed at the bottom of the fence in left field. I mean, we're talking mere feet from a tie game, and McAlester trying to walk it off in a big district matchup. That's how much the wind was blowing the other day. The 2-2. Curveball. Great pitch from Jackson Lauerman. He got him looking. Backwards K there to Asher Kalk, and that will bring up to the plate Trevor Lyons. Lyons walked his last time up, as the Eagles have a runner at first with 2 down, leading the Buffaloes 4-0 in the top of the third. As Lauerman comes set against the righty Lyons and delivers the pitch. It'll be a curveball, and yep, Lauerman is in the zone right now. Perfect pitch low and outside. Lyons kind of nodded at it and said, yep, good pitch. Count moves to 0-1. Lauerman comes set, checks his runner over at first, and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. He goes just straight to the backstop, and I think a runner takes second, by the way, on the pass ball there. Lyons, for just a moment, thought that might have been strike 3. He was dropping his bat and trying to make his way over towards first. That's only strike 2. The count's 0-2. Lauerman with a chance to try to leave that runner stranded at second base. Way ahead in the count. Lauerman takes a deep breath and the 0-2 pitch. Off the front of the bat, roller to the third base line. Lauerman grabs it, throws over to first in time for out number 3. They leave a runner stranded over at second base. The Eagles do. As we get to the bottom of the third inning, McAlester trailing the Red Oak Eagles 4-0 here on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome to the bottom of the third inning. Your McAlester Buffaloes trailing the Red Oak Eagles 4-0 right now, as it'll be the 9-1-2 batters up for McAlester. The Buffaloes looking for their first base hit, as it'll be again 9-1-2 Jackson Lauerman, Leighton Bass, and Trent Boatwright. Lauerman on the year batting at .200, but a .368 on base percentage. He'll try to get on base here for the Buffaloes as he takes a big hack on a pitch up in the zone. Coach Mullins looks over at him and says, hey, that was a little bit up. You're looking for something letter high. Sometimes you can see that high pitch and that high fastball coming in can be a little tempting. This one is in the zone, and it's going to be a called strike with the fastball from Caldwell. Again, he is locked in talking about in the zone. The count is 0-2, working quickly, and the pitch from Caldwell. And this will be fouled back into the glove, a pair for strike three. So that's the last two strikeouts that he had, and the last two batters have come on 6 pitches.
Number 3, Leighton Bass.
That brings up the top of the order, Leighton Bass. So after not registering a strikeout in the first inning, he strikes out 3 in a row dating back to the last one. First pitch strike to Leighton Bass. Again, he was a little wild in the first inning, but he has since just been dominant. Count is 0-1. Caldwell, the delivery, curveball. Again, just in the zone, strike 2. Telling you folks, there's a reason why he's going to go play ball at Oklahoma State University. Caldwell, the windup in the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts to the Buffaloes. That one chasing up high. And the last 3 strikeouts, again, the last 3 batters, 9 pitches, 9 strikes. That brings up Trent Boatwright. You can't be much better. First pitch to Boatwright, and finally we have a ball. Low and outside. 2 down for the Buffaloes, nobody on. Bottom of the third inning, McAlester trailing 4-0 to the Eagles. Here's the windup and the pitch. Goes back with the curveball, and he'll fill the zone for strike 1. And that is a lethal weapon. When he has a fastball humming that fast and he can throw the curveball like that, it's hard to time him up, hard to know what he's going to come back with. The next one looked like a changeup missed down by the ankles, and they'll move it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Boatwright calls time. Here's the windup and the pitch. This will be a fastball up and outside, and they'll move it to 3 balls and 1 strike. Boatwright grounded into a fielder's choice, but again, no one was out on it. Here's the 3-1. He fouls this one off, and that will land out of play, and they'll move the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So count full. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is now 5 consecutive strikeouts for Brex Caldwell going back to the last inning, as it is still 4-0. McAlester goes down in order for the second consecutive inning. We head to the top of the fourth. 4-0. Red Oak leads McAlester on KNED.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnbouttdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
We're heading out to the top of the fourth inning. Your McAlester Buffaloes gave up 2 runs in the first and in the second. They held the Eagles scoreless in the third as Lauerman's coming in for his third inning of work. Buffalo's again trailing 4-0. For Lowerman, he's going to be facing Tanner King and Chase Pear for the first time today. And then he'll face Brex Caldwell, and those will be the three batters up at the plate for sure for the Eagles here in the top of the fourth. They'll start off with the right fielder, number 1, Tanner King. He walked his last time up. So far, the Buffaloes today have struck out 1 batter. They have walked 6, though. That has been the problem for McAlester, along with the 3 errors that they had in the first inning. As here comes the first pitch from Lowerman, and that will miss up high and inside, ball 1. The count 1 ball, no strikes. Righty King up at the plate. The reason why McAlester isn't on the board right now is this next pitch hits off the front of the plate and takes a big bounce over near the backstop for ball 2. Again, if you missed it back in the bottom of the first inning, Buffaloes had the bases loaded, but nobody out, and a big play by King was able to get the fly out and the runner trying to advance home. Here's a chopper down third base line. It will stay foul. And wisely there of Les now of just letting it go foul and not going after the hop because King had the speed to make it down the first base line. So that moved the count to 2-1, and now we have Cody Pear, the head coach for the Eagles, going to speak with the home plate umpire. When Les now touched the ball, he was in foul territory. So I'm wondering if he thinks that Les now was maybe standing a little bit in fair territory. I thought he was well foul. The count will be 2-1. Lowerman comes set. And the pitch. We popped straight up the chute in the infield. Big league pop-up. Looks like Les now calls everybody off and makes the catch for out number 1. Not easy. Les now makes it look easy. Out number 1. Brings up Chase Pear. Pear is 0 for 1 with an RBI. He's lined out to center field, and he walked with the bases loaded. Buffaloes trailing 4-0, top of the 4th inning with 1 down. Lowerman deals the first pitch of the at-bat. High hit, fly ball, right center field near the alleyway. Tracking it down is Bass. Takes a dive after it, comes up empty. Rolls all the way to the fence. Freestag grabs it. This might be a triple. Looks like it will be. Cut off by Boatwright. He throws over to third, and it'll be by Les now, but Lowerman exactly where he needs to be, backing up Les now. If he's not there, that's going to end up being the score for the Eagles. But a triple by Chase Pear into the alleyway in right center field is able to get the Eagles on the base paths, and that's their first hit since the first inning. And that brings up Brex Caldwell. He is 0 for 1 with a sac fly. He reached on an error and hit that sac fly that brought in the run. He's got a runner at third again. Here's the first pitch. Pops it up again. This one shallow center field. Bass is underneath it. Runner's going to be tagging. Bass grabs it. Here comes the runner. Bass throws it. It'll be towards the plate, but up the first base line. And now back-to-back plate appearances. Back-to-back sac flies by Brex Caldwell. And that'll make it 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning, but it'll make the score 5-0. And that brings up Denver Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 1. He walked and hit a little soft grounder right in front of the plate, in which Gillespie was able to grab and toss him out at first. That was back a couple innings ago. First pitch low and outside, ball 1. Lowerman has been great ever since he came into the game, though. He has only given up 1 hit, and now 1 earned run. As here comes the pitch. This will be a grounder down the third base line. Well foul. Yeah, save 1 pitch, and maybe you can kind of say a walk, but every Major League pitcher, it seems like, throws walks. Besides that 1 pitch that was driven for a triple, Lowerman has looked really good. 2 down, top of the 4th inning. 5-0 McAlester trails. Here's the next pitch. Up in the zone, and that is some ear music there. Whizzes right past his face, kind of turns back behind it, and I believe the count as it, yes, 2 balls, 1 strike. I was waiting for the umpire. To count 2-1. Lowerman comes set. and delivers the pitch. This one will be a high hit fly ball and maybe make that 2 pitches. Prather turns around, and this one's going to land over the scoreboard for a solo home run. A sun shot by Denver Hamilton over towards the practice fields beyond the scoreboard. Makes it 6-0. And he'll be taking his talents to Wilburton, Oklahoma here in a couple of years. As we're about to have, again, some more pitchers start to warm up in the bullpen, as that makes it 6-0. So now make that just 2 pitches that Lauerman has let get away from him and has led to 2 runs. Statement still stands. He's been really good in relief, though. Now make that 3 innings that McAlester has given up 2 runs or more. As Kobe Bell comes up, first pitch. Strike called at the knees, a little bit away too, strike 1. So the solo shot by Hamilton has made it 6-0. Buffaloes are trailing here. The 0-1 pitch goes with the curveball, and it got away from Lauerman. Moves the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even at 1-1. The next pitch. This miss low and outside, and that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Lauerman, the pitch. 2-1, goes back towards the knees. Got the call the first pitch, not that time. Hitters count here for the cleanup man, Kobe Bell, who's over 2 with 2 groundouts to the left side of the infield. Once to the third baseman, Lesnow, the other one to the shortstop, Dollins. Count 3-1. Lauerman trying to get right back into the zone. So here comes the pitch. This will be fouled back, and that'll be strike 2. And I don't think they were actually having anyone go to the bullpen. We just had a couple of McAlester players going to track down that home run ball. With people practicing out there, I'm surprised Hamilton just didn't yell 4. Like he was at a golf course. A lot of people practicing soccer over there beyond the left field wall. The 3-2. Miss Lowen outside, and that'll be ball 4.
Next up, number 8, Reed Calk.
Walk number 7 from McAlester here today. And that brings up Reed Calk. Calk is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single. He put the Eagles up on the board first back in the first inning. Buffs trailing 6-0 with that runner at first here for the Eagles. And Calk 1 for 2 as Lauerman comes set and deals the pitch. Again, up and inside. That'll be ball 1. Getting out of the way of it was Calk. Count 1-0. Lauerman takes a deep breath and the pitch. This one will skip in the turf. Gillespie is trying to find it, and he does. Runner does not try to take second. The count moves to 2-0. Beautiful day for baseball, though. It's warm enough to where the wind's not going to make you feel too cold, and we actually have the AC up here in the booth blaring full blast. Feels like a warmer day than it actually is, I'd say. Here's the 2-0. Now be down low by the ankles for ball 3. So Lauerman trying to get back in the zone. He's only issued 2 walks here today. He's in danger of issuing his 3rd as he comes to a pause. The 3-0 pitch. This will be a swing and a miss for strike 1. So he had the green light there, and of course he's going to have the green light on 3-1 if it's in his wheelhouse. Lauerman, the pitch. This will miss down low, and it'll be ball 4. Back-to-back walks here by the Buffaloes. And that brings up Chance Pair. Force out any bag for the infield. They just got to knock it down and tag a bag. As the lefty Pair comes up, who is 1 for 1. He has singled and walked, so he's yet to be retired so far. Wind's blowing against him. So here comes the first pitch. High hit, fly ball, and I mean high hit. Center field, basket's underneath it, though. It makes the catch for out number 3. But the Eagles get 2 more runs here in the top of the 4th inning on a triple and sac fly by Brex Caldwell, and then a solo shot by Denver Hamilton. 6-0 our score as we played half a 7-inning ball game. The Eagles lead the Buffaloes here on KNED.
A few more of our game sponsors. Caring Hands, Tilt Center.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan of McAlester, our commitment to service and customer satisfaction is still as strong today as it was in 1950. Over 60 years in the auto industry, and we still believe there is nothing better than best. The best product and the best deal. It's not about how many vehicles we can sell or service. It's about being passionate about customer service and helping others. We're willing to go that extra mile every time, and we love talking with people from all walks of life who have different interests, needs, and expectations. Come see us at 1441 South George Nye Expressway in McAlester.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. We get to the bottom of the 4th inning. The McAlester Buffaloes trailing 6-0, looking for their first hit. As here's the first pitch to Gillespie. Will be in the turf for ball 1. Looking at the pitcher, Brex Caldwell for the Eagles, he has struck out his last 5 batters that he has faced, and at one point he struck out 3 batters in 9 pitches. Here's the windup and the 1-0. This one will just miss, low and outside with the fastball for ball 2. Gillespie reached on a walk his last time up. He's all the way back in the box, and the pitch. This will be a fastball, hitting the black, low outside. Strike 1, 2-1 now to Gillespie. Caldwell likes to get into a rhythm, works quick, and the 2-1 pitch. Chopper left side, big hop for the third baseman, Bell. Throws across the diamond in time for out number 1. Again, coming from any fielder's perspective, once you see a big hop like that, you just have a sense of relief. Just, hey, it's a can of corn, grab it. All you got to worry about is the throw. Really, if it's a big enough hop like that, the only thing you're really worrying about is, I got to get this out of my glove to my hand and over to first quick as possible. First pitch to Mullins, he fouls it off, and that'll be strike 1. Mullins flew out to right field, nearly had a sac fly, but once again, King kept McAlester off the board with a grab and a dart over home to be able to get the out at the plate on an almost sac fly by Mullins. Next pitch is a fastball right at the knees for strike 2. Count moves to 0-2. Gillespie breaks up the strikeout that would happen in a row, so that it ended at 5, but Caldwell trying to start a new streak. As here's the 0-2, and he does. Checking and going around on it was Mullins as he strikes out swinging. And that brings up Gage Dollins. And I got to remind you, Caldwell's a sophomore. For the Eagles, he's going to be having 2 more years here with the Red Oak Eagles before he makes his way up to Stillwater. Here's the first pitch to Dollins. Takes a huge cut, comes up empty, strike 1. Buffaloes trail 6-0 here, bottom of the 4th inning. 2 down, nobody on. Here's the windup and the 0-1 pitch. Ground to right side. This will go to the second baseman. Charging in on it is Pear, and he booted it. He booted it. Looked like he had it, but that's going to go down as an error. The first of the day for the Eagles, and that'll be an E4, and the Buffaloes have their first base runner since the first inning. It brings up Zach Freestad.
Next up for the Buffaloes, number 4, Zach.
So let's see if the Buffaloes can make the most out of that error, as the first pitch is going to be a fastball up above the letters for ball 1. First time that Caldwell is having to pitch out the stretch again since the first inning. Dollins has that base running sleeve on his left hand over at first base. Here's the 1-0. This will be a fastball right back into the zone, strike 1. Count even at 1-1. 2 down, bottom of the 4th inning with that runner at first, Freestad. We'll watch the next one miss up high. Throw back over to first. Jumping and grabbing it is Lions. As Dolan just stays where he's at. 2 balls, 1 strike here now to Freestad. And the 2-1. This will miss way too high, and that'll be ball 3. Hitters count now for Freestad, looking for something he can drive. On deck is Les now. The pitch. Big cut. Coming up empty. That'll be strike 2. Count moves to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dawns will be taking off with the throw, making sure that he goes home first. Coming set Caldwell. Their pickoff over to first is going to get past the first baseman. Dollins didn't get up in time. He kind of said, I didn't get up to get over to second in time. Don't want to risk it. Again, you got to make sure he comes to home plate first. Really all you're taking off for is to make sure that you get a head start in case he hits one in the alleyway. You might be able to score off the bat. The 3-2. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him on the cheddar cheese. And that'll be out number 3. The Buffaloes bring up 4 batters. They reach once on an error, but they can't bring him around as the Buffaloes trail 6-0 to the Eagles, heading to the top of the 5th here on KNED.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour, we have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
First Family Federal Credit Union. Savings for all seasons. From the traditional savings account to IRAs, CDs, and money market accounts. We have everything to help you plan for your future. Visit your nearest location or go online at firstfamilyfcu.com for more information. Federally insured by NCUA. First Family Federal Credit Union.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no-obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. The Buffaloes trail 6-0 heading to the top of the 5th inning against the Red Oak Eagles, as it'll now be a new pitcher on the mound for McAlester, and that is number 3, Leighton Bass. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop, at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South Georgia 9 Expressway. So Bass will be taking on Asher Kalk, the bottom of the order up for the Eagles. First pitch called strike to Kalk, who is so far 0 for 1 with a walk and a backwards K. So far, Bass this year has only pitched in 2 innings, has not given up an earned run, no strikeouts, no walks, no hits. As Bass delivers the 0-1, this will be a grounder right side, and I just jinxed him. It goes straight into the outfield, and that'll be a base hit, first of the year against Bass, and that'll be a runner at first with nobody out. The announcer's jinx is real. It exists. Have you ever seen? Okay, do you like OU football, Christy? I know no one can hear her, but do you watch any kind of sports other than the sports you watch here? We'll continue this here in just a moment. Here comes the first pitch to the new batter, showing bunt. It goes way past the Gillespie to the backstop, bouncing right back to Gillespie, so runner doesn't try taking second. That'll be ball 1 as Trevor Lyons comes up. Well, it seems like if you ever watch football and someone says, oh, this guy's perfect on extra points, or this guy hasn't missed in so-and-so attempts, the announcer says it, and guess what happens? The kicker misses. That's called the announcer jinx. It happens in basketball all the time with free throws, and as the 1-0 shows bunt, pulls back, called strike. Tapping his chest as Lyons saying, my bad. That moves the count to even at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's just what happens. You say one thing, and then the other thing happens. Bass delivers the 1-1. Tries going after it. The bunt attempt there from Lyons, and he fouls it back for strike 2. So here, I'm going to try to have this happen as well with the announcer jinx. Caldwell hasn't given up a hit yet. He hasn't given up a hit. Buffaloes are trying to get that stat in the hit column. Maybe they can do it in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're here in the top of the 5th. Runner at first, nobody out for the Eagles as they lead 6-0. As this one's going to be a called strike fastball inside corner. Bass gets his first K of the year, and it's a backwards K to Trevor Lyons. That brings up Tanner King. So runner at first with 1 down. 9-hole batter, Tanner King up, who is 0 for 1, flew out to third. He actually popped it straight up the chute. It was caught near the mound by Lusnow for out number 1. By the way, we have some defensive changes. Prather moves over to center field, and here comes the first pitch to King, and it's a fastball outside, ball 1. So Prather moves to center, and over to left goes Lauerman from the mound. Bass is the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Buffaloes, being used here in the top of the 5th. Runner at first, 1 down. Bass kicks and delivers the 1-0. Missing way outside, the throwback over to first. Good idea, not in time. Count moves to 2-0. Once again, a pretty day. Some clouds up in the sky, but it's a very nice Friday. Runner takes off for second. The pitch is low and outside. They kind of soft throw from the knees from Gillespie. And sliding in safely with the stolen base there is number 18, Asher Kalk. It was kind of an in-between throw, it looked like, for Gillespie, of whether he wanted to just throw it back over to Bass or get it over to second base. Looked like the runner who slid into second kind of got banged up a little bit. They're looking over at his face. I think he might have face planted. Everyone, yeah, he's touching his face right now. I think when he slid in, his face might have hit the bag, or he might have just landed hard on the turf. So here comes the 3-0. Big cut coming up empty. Nice fastball there from Bass, and the count moves to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. The delivery. This will be fouled straight back, and Bass has worked back. Count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Can he work back and get back-to-back strikeouts before we head to the top of the order? Bass, the 3-2. Nice pitch right above the knees for strike 3. Got another K. This one backwards again. So back-to-back strikeouts for Mr. Leighton Bass brings up the top of the order. Excellent pitch. And now Chase Pear comes up to the plate with a runner at second and 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Buffaloes are trailing 6-0, trying to keep it at that to go to the bottom of the 5th. Pear hit a triple his last time up. First pitch to him. Misses. And the home plate umpire is tapping his chest. And he says, my bad. So he calls ball, but he said, my bad, that's a strike. This one's going to be a hard hit line drive. Nice scoop by Lusnow. Throws across the diamond over to first. In time for out number 3. Again, making a hard play look easy is the sophomore Caden Lusnow on an excellent backhanded scoop over at third. Knocked it down, gathered it, and made the throw for out number 3. So the Eagles don't score any in the top of the 5th as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. McAlester trailing 6-0 here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
Buffaloes, number 5, Cajun.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. Your McAlester Buffaloes trailing the Eagles 6-0. They're looking for their first hit as Brex Caldwell is throwing a no-hitter. For any Red Oak fans watching right now or listening, I'm apologizing. But here's going to be a grounder to the shortstop. He'll be fielded, thrown over to first, and nearly beating it out was Lesnow, but he got him by about a step. Again, throwing into the wind was the shortstop Hamilton. He was able to get Lesnow just in time for out number 1. So one pitch went out to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. McAlester trailing 6-0. As Seth Sam comes up, he struck out looking his last time up. Caldwell has so far recorded 7 strikeouts. He has walked 2, and both of those walks came in the first 3 batters. He walked Bass and then fielder's choice and then walked Gillespie to load the bases at the time. Since then, he's been automatic, and the first pitch is going to be a swinging strike to Sam for strike 1. Count 0-1, the windup and the delivery. Curveball in there for strike 2. McAllister's going to face a similar pitcher to Caldwell. Again, all pitchers are a little bit different, especially when you're looking at the D1 level, but here comes the 0-2. This one will be fouled straight back for strike, or rather, keeping the count at 0-2. What I mean by a similar pitcher, McAllister's going to be facing another Division I commit here in a couple of weeks. You can almost guarantee that McAllister will face a guy named Bauer Britton for the Shawnee Wolves, and he is committed to go play ball as the 0-2 is going to be off the hands. Grounder softly to the third baseman, fielding it Bell across over to first in time for out number 2 to bring up Jackson Lauerman. But the Buffaloes, well, I thought Lauerman. It looks like we're about to have a pinch hitter here. But for Shawnee, Bauer Britton is committed to go play baseball at the University of Oklahoma, and he's a senior for the Wolves. McAllister was able to beat him in a rubber match as Blake Martin got the win in 7 full innings last year. Looks like now it's going to be Ethan Watkins up at the plate. So Watkins steps up after back-to-back groundouts over to third base. Excuse me, we had a ground out to short from Lesnow, then a ground out to third by Sam. 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. McAllister trailing 6-0. Caldwell right now throwing a no-hitter against the Buffaloes. McAllister has been able to get some good pieces. The Eagles, save for one play, has played great defense behind him. The windup from Caldwell and the first pitch to Watkins. Fouls it. Nope, he's just going to be swung on a miss for strike 1. I thought I might have heard a foul tip, but it could have just been a ringtone going off by somebody near the field mic that we have in the backstop. Count 0-1. Watkins pinch hitting for Lauerman, the 0-1 pitch. In the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. McAllister trailing 6-0. Nobody on base here for the Buffaloes is the 0-2. We'll skip in the turf, get to the backstop, right back to the catcher pair. Count moves to 1-2. On deck is the top of the order. Here's the windup in the 1-2. Just be fouled back, and then Watkins stays alive. Count again at 1-2. McAllister has been hitting the cover off the ball. They have scored 74 runs in the last 7 games, have recorded 69 hits in the last 7 games, and Caldwell is bringing all of that to a screeching halt right now. He's facing a hot team, and he's fanning them all. The 1-2 is going to miss up above the eye level for ball 2. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caldwell with the windup in the 2-2 pitch. This will miss down in the turf as well. So Watkins has worked back from an 0-2 count now to full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Buffalo's, his teammates over in the dugout waving the hats on that 2-2, now moving to 3-2 count. As the 3-2 is a fastball swing and a miss from Ethan Watkins for strike 3. After he got out of the jam in the first inning with bases loaded, nobody out, when he saw that the Eagles were able to get out of that jam unscathed, it has just brought a wave of momentum over to Caldwell. He's used it to his advantage. He's rode now a 6-0 lead to the 6th inning. McAllister is trailing the Red Oak Eagles as we head to the 6th inning. 6-0 here on KNED.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnboutdoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. It looks like we have a new catcher into the game for the McAlester Buffaloes, and that's number 14. It looks like it's going to be Braden Phillips coming in. As looks like everywhere else we kind of have. I'm trying to look out into the outfield. Let me give you a little bit, and I think we might have had some other defensive changes, but I'm almost certain Phillips is now the catcher here for the Buffs. Is out in the outfield. Watkins takes the place of Lauerman over in left field. First pitch into Caldwell is going to be a called strike for strike one. Again, Bass into the game on the mound. Came in the previous inning. As he comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lefty on lefty matchup. This one's a pop-up. It'll go towards the lights, and it'll land on top of the Hughes Fieldhouse. And Bass is way ahead in the count, 0-2. Caldwell so far today is 0 for 1. He has 2 sack flies, so he is 0 for 1 with 2 RBIs. A stat line you don't usually see. Here's the 0-2. This will be another foul ball left side. It'll go down the left field line over towards the bullpen, and that will keep the count at 0-2. Right side of the infield, getting closer to staring right into the sun now. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, staying alive, Caldwell. Bass has thrown, what is that now, 4 or 5 quality pitches, and Caldwell is fouling him off to the left side. Let's see if he tries mixing anything up here. Let's see if he, really he has been. He's been kind of changing up speeds as well, and Caldwell's just been fouling him off. The 0-2. Nice pitch, catching the outside corner. And Leighton Bass will sit him down. The defense will throw it around. They'll be out number 1, getting him on the backwards K. As Bass has now struck out his 3rd batter, all of them with the backwards K. That brings up Denver Hamilton. Hamilton hit an absolute bomb his last time up to the plate. Hit it over the scoreboard in left field. Buffaloes are trailing 6-0, top of the 6th inning. 1 down, nobody on here for the Red Oak Eagles. Hamilton is 1 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. This one will be fouled straight back for strike 1. Hamilton again walked. He dribbled it out in front of the home plate area, in which at the time Gillespie threw down over to first to get the out, then hit a solo shot. Count at 0-1. Coming set. Bass delivers the 0-1. This one will miss down by the ankles. And move our count to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 1-1. Bass delivers. This one will miss low and inside. Kind of moving his right foot out of the way of it. Right there was the right-handed batter Hamilton, so his back foot. Count at 2-1. Hamilton ahead in the count. Bass likes what he sees from Phillips, comes set, and delivers the 2-1. Grounder left side. Big hop for Les now over at third. Grabs it, throws over to first in time for out number 2. A nice play there for the Buffaloes, and it brings up Kobe Bell.
Kobe Bell.
Bell is over 2. He has grounded out twice, and he walked his last time up to the plate. This is the 4th time up through the lineup for the Red Oak Eagles. McAlester will begin their 3rd time when they come up to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. Righty on lefty matchup. As Bass delivers the pitch, this one will skip in the turf. That'll be ball 1. Again, the Eagles they are 4-2 against teams at 5A and above. They're perfect against teams that are 5A. The only teams that they lost against when it comes to 6A schools, as here comes the 1-0. We'll miss way outside, and that'll be ball 2. They lost to Stillwater 10-0, which Stillwater is one of the best teams in 6A. And they lost to Bartlesville 4-1. But like I said, some of the top teams that we've been seeing, we haven't faced all these teams, but we've seen them in tournament play and seen how good they are. They beat Poto 14-6, beat 6A Booker T 3-2. Here comes the 2-0. It's going to be another high hit fly ball carrying towards deep right center field. Prather's tracking it down. It's going to one hop over towards the batter's eye. Grabbing it is Prather. And it'll be a stand-up double here for Kobe Bell, his first hit of the day. So that will be the second hit given up by Bass so far in his inning and 2/3 that he's thrown to bring up Reed Kalk. Kalk is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. 6th hit of the day here for the Eagles. Or do we have a courtesy runner, or excuse me, a pinch runner. This will be a pinch runner, not a courtesy runner. And was that 22, I believe? Looks like that's going to be Chance Turner, the pinch runner over at second base. We'll see if he comes in for Bell or if Bell just gets reinserted into the game when we hit the bottom of the 6th. 2 down, top of the 6th inning. Runner at second after the 2-out double by Bell. As here's the first pitch to Kalk. Popped it up. Phillips will watch it go into the parking lot, and they'll move the count to 0-1. Bass will get his signs. Not much of a lead over at second base. Looks back towards second and delivers the 0-1 pitch. This one is way outside. Phillips slides over and grabs it on the backhand to be able to keep the runner at second. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 6-0 our score. Red Oak leads. So here comes the 1-1 from Bass. This one misses way too far outside. Phillips will go try to track it down. The runner doesn't take off from second over to third. I guess because it hit off the backstop so hard, the runner at second was worried that it might come back over into Phillips' glove and might be an easy throw from over at third. Count moves to 2-1 right now in favor of the batter, Reed Kalk. Bass. The 2-1 pitch. The lefty once again missed outside. The last few pitches he's been missing into the left-handed batter's box, which will move the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. So trying to work back his Leighton Bass here. The 3-1. This one hits right where Phillips wanted it and moves the count to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So can he leave the runner stranded at second? Can he get his 4th strikeout of the day? Out of the 5 outs that McAlester has recorded with Bass on the mound, 3 of them have been strikeouts. The other 2 have been a ground out. Actually, both have been ground outs over to third base. Count is full at 3-2. And Phillips is going to call time as Bass and Phillips just weren't on the same page right there. So they're going to go speak to each other. Again, no baseball this weekend. We've only had 1 Saturday where we haven't played baseball since the season began. Excuse me, I take that back. We've only had 2. I want to say that, but I know that we've had some basketball too. So I'm kind of mixing myself up here. I believe that we've had either 2 or 3 Saturdays that we haven't played baseball at, and this will be one of those 3. But we played a lot of tournament games and Saturday round-robin games in the last few weeks. McAlester will get a weekend to prepare for Sapulpa. Little spin move over to second base just to keep the runner honest. Because we had the Noble round robin thing that we had last Saturday. Then we had the Fort Gibson tournament. Then we had the Claremore tournament before that. And before that, they were heading back from Gulf Shores. The 3-2. This one will miss down low by the ankles, and that'll walk Reed Kalk, who has now walked in back-to-back plate appearances, to bring up Chance Pear. So runners at first and second with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. As coming up to the plate will be number 5 again, Chance Pear. He has singled, walked, and flown out to center. Lefty on lefty matchup here for Leighton Bass. Force out any back for the infield. First pitch, grounder, right side, softly hit. Goes to boat right. He picks it up, throws over to first in time for out number 3. So again, 2 scoreless innings there for the Red Oak Eagles and Mr. Leighton Bass on the mound as the Buffaloes are trailing 6-0 heading to the bottom of the 6th here on KNED.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma, as we have a pitching change now, as for 5 innings, Brex Caldwell was dynamite. He didn't give up any hits, but again, I know that they have some pretty big games that they have coming up next week, and they don't want to be able to not be able to use him at all, so I guess he was on a pitch count here, so they're going to be having a new pitcher come out onto the mound here for the Eagles as Caldwell moves over to center field. As we at the top of the order up the Buffaloes, Leighton Bass, Trent Boatwright, and Ethan Gillespie. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South Georgia Knight Expressway. So it'll be number 23, Kobe Bell, moving from third over to the mound. As Bass digs in, Bell is already getting ready, and the first pitch is going to be a called strike. Strike 1 to Bass, again, the first batter that Bell is facing today. Pear moves over from second base. Again, that is Chase Pear from second base over to third base. The center fielder, as we continue on, is a fastball in there for strike 2 to Bass. The center fielder, Reed Kalk, moves over to second base. And like I said, Caldwell moves from the mound over to center. Count already 0-2 here on Bass. Here's the next pitch, missing up and outside, and that'll be ball 1. Buffalo still looking for their first hit of the game. So we're here now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Buffalo's trailing 6-0. The 1-2. Line drive, and there it is! Into the alleyway, right center field. That one might roll all the way to the fence, and it will. Bass rounding first, making his way towards second. They're going to hold Bass up there at second as he kind of went right past the bag, and he sits down right there. So it's a sit-down double there for Leighton Bass, and that will bring up Trent Boatwright. Instead of the stand-up double, sit-down double for Bass to bring up Boatwright. So Buffalo's trailing 6-0, trying to make their comeback now. Runner at second, nobody out. And Bass now improves his hit streak to 10 games in a row. First pitch to Boatwright, misses low and outside, ball 1. First hit of the game there for the Buffs. Here comes the 1-0. Missed down low by the ankles, and that'll move the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Here for Trent Boatwright. Next pitch misses way up high, and that'll be ball 3. So 3-0 here to Boatwright. The runner at second, nobody out for the Buffaloes. Count 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0 on the scoreboard. Had 2-0. That one catches the inside corner, and that will move it to now to 3 balls and 1 strike. Still way in favor of Boatwright, who so far today is 0 for 2. The pitch. High hit, fly ball, carrying towards deep left center field. Kiss this one goodbye. Get up, fly high, be gone. The Ocho, Trent Boatwright, goes yard to make this a 6-2 game. So just like that, the McAlester Buffaloes have made this a 4-run game, 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, with 1 swing of the bat from Trent Boatwright. He joins the likes of Gage Mullins and Ethan Gillespie, who both have 2 home runs on the season as well. First pitch into Braden Phillips, who is batting right now for Gillespie. It's going to be up high for ball 1. What a shot by Boatwright. That one's going to be fouled straight back, and that'll be strike 1 here to Phillips. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Red Oak leading McAlester 6-2. Here comes the 1-1. This will be fouled back again and into the parking lot for strike 2. I don't know the pitch count that Caldwell left with. I didn't know how high it was. He did have a pretty high count after the first inning, but here comes the 1-2 to Phillips, and this will miss low and inside, ball 2. I do know that the next game that they have, according to OSSAA rankings, would be on Monday, and that's against Worcester, 2A, ranked number 6 in 2A. The 2-2 is going to be fouled off again, and that'll keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Boatwright hit that one into deep left center field. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball left side over to the shortstop, fielded by Hamilton. He'll throw across the diamond over to first. Low, but caught by the first baseman Lyons for out number 1. And that brings up Gage Mullins. Mullins is 0 for 2. He flew out to right and struck out swinging.
Buffaloes, number 24, Gage Mullins.
Here's the pitch from Bell, and the pitch is going to be a fastball up high, duck for cover. Gage Mullins. That'll be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming set, and the pitch. 1-0, check swing, softly hit ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded by Kalk, goes over to first in time for out number 2. And that brings up Gage Dollins. So Buffalo's trailing 6-2, bottom of the 6th inning. Dollins will step up. 0 for 2 today, has flown out to the catcher and reached on an E4. Switch hitter batting left with the righty Bell up on the mound. The pitch, way outside, ball 1. So the Red Oak Eagles have scored 6 runs on 6 hits and an error. Buffaloes have scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 errors. The 1-0 pitch. Hard hit line drive into the outfield opposite side for the senior Gage Dollins. As he has a 2-out single, as he is hit safely in 10 of his last 11 games. And that brings up Zach Freestad. So Freestad will try to keep things going for the Buffaloes. So runner at first with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Buffalo's trailing by 4, but they have some life here after a 2-run bomb by Trent Boatwright. As here comes the 0-1. Will be popped up and out of play behind the McAlester dugout. And Freestad finds himself behind in the count 0-2. Freestad has grounded out to third and struck out swinging in his 2 at-bats. Bell getting his signs here from the catcher pair. Wants it up high. He goes up high, but it misses. Runner takes off for second. The throw to second is in time. They apply the tag on Dollins, trying to get the stolen base again in scoring position here for Freestad, and that'll be out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th inning, though, after a 2-run home run by Trent Boatwright makes the score 6-2 here on KNED.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestad family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC is licensed to do weed control and fertilization. We can also clean out your flower beds and plant new flowers plus other landscaping needs. Plus trim your trees and check your drainage systems to stay ahead of the spring storms. We offer commercial and residential services. Public service pros and military get a 10% discount. See us on Facebook and at bnbouttoorinnovations.com. We are insured and a first responder owned and operated business. Call 918-730-1594. We sell firewood.
The Tax Time Savings Event is going on now at Vickers Furniture. Make your tax refund go farther at Vickers. A sofa, love seat, and recliner combo is only $13.28. A dining room set reduced to only $6.88. Save money on all Serta mattresses. Don't forget, 18 months zero interest financing is available. The Tax Time Savings Event at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm Brandon Green bringing you McAlester baseball. We had a double by Leighton Bass and a 2-run home run by Trent Boatwright that put the Buffaloes on the board. They trail 6-2 to the Red Oak Eagles as we head to the final frame. Top of the 7th, and we have a new pitcher for the Buffaloes. Their 4th one of the day, Ethan Watkins, is now on the mound. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Lindley's Paint and Body Shop, your full-service body shop at 1808 South Main Street, McAlester. Watch for our new location on 1328 South George Nye Expressway. So he'll be taking on, looks like, Asher Kalk, who is 1 for 2 so far today, to get us started off here. So Watkins will come set. First pitch to Kalk. It'll be a line drive, right center field that will plunk into the outfield grass, and that'll be a leadoff single on the first pitch from Watkins on the day, as Kalk is now having singles in his last 2 at-bats, 2 for 3 on the day. Watkins comes into the day with a 2-0 record, 26 2/3 innings pitched, which I believe leads the team, and get all in relief as I'm looking here. No, he is second on the team in innings pitched, all in relief. As the first pitch to Lyons is going to be fouled off for strike 1. He has an ERA of 3.15. Again, all these unofficial. 22 strikeouts to 15 walks. A collective batting average against him of .257. Runner at first with nobody out. Lions so far today 0 for 2. Pickoff over to first is not in time. Count 0-1 here on the righty Lions. Watkins, the pitch. This one will miss the zone, and they'll even up our count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So pretty good lead here by Kalk, as Watkins likes what he sees from Phillips. And he'll deliver the 1-1 as runner takes off for second. Pitches a called strike. The throw to second by Phillips is not in time. So getting into scoring position now is Asher Kalk for Trevor Lyons. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So count 1-2. Coming set Watkins. The pitch, curveball, hard hit ground ball at the middle. It'll be taken by Dollins. Runner takes off over to third. Good pick over there at first by Mullins for out number 1. It was hard hit, but again, it was to the left of the runner, and so it was wisely judged by Asher Kalk, who moves over to third, and that brings up Tanner King. King is over 2. He has walked, flown out to third base, and struck out looking. You're taught as a base runner over at third, if it's softly hit directly at you, or if it's hard hit behind you, then you can take off for third easy. As this first pitch is going to be popped up along the first base side, the wind might bring it back in. Phillips is watching it. It's going to bring it all the way back in, and Phillips makes the catch like it was nothing but a thing for out number 2. And that brings up the top of the order. Runner at third with 2 down. Top of the 7th inning. McAlester trailing 6-2.
Number 3, Chase Pear.
And that brings up Chase Pear. And the reason why, going back to that, what I was speaking about with the runner at second, if there's a ground ball to the third base side or to the right of you, the shortstop can field it and throw it easily over at third if you decide to take off and get you out as the lead runner. Great first pitch curveball from Watkins. Pear wasn't ready for that one, and it goes right back into the zone for strike 1. Pear is, so far today, 1 for 3. He has lined out to center, tripled, and grounded out to third. He actually has an RBI off of a walk with the bases loaded. The 0-1 fouled straight back, and the mover count to 0-2. So the Buffaloes trying to leave a base runner stranded at third base and get the rally caps on. They'll have the 6, 7, 8-hole batters coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning for their last chance. Watkins likes to see some Phillips, comes to a pause, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Curveball cannot get Pear to chase, and they'll move to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watkins will deliver. Curveball, nice piece of hitting, but it's going to be a line drive right over to Dollins for out number 3. Going to look like it was going to fool him, but again, he stayed back on it, drove it to the shortstop, but Dollins grabs it, and he flips it behind his back over to the mound. And put those rally caps on, Buff fans. McAlester trails 6-2, trying to come back. Here's we begin the bottom of the 7th on KNED.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the McAlester Buffaloes, facing Kobe Bell, who came in the previous inning. Buffaloes have had 3 hits. They've scored 2 runs off of it, and those 2 runs were scored all by one swing of the bat of Trent Boatwright. They will be the 6, 7, 8-hole batters up for McAlester in the bottom of the 7th, as McAlester trailing 6-2. First pitch a called strike to Zach Freestad to get us started off here in the 7th. Freestad is over 2, grounded out over to third, and struck out swinging. The 0-1. It's going to be chopper third base side. Might be a tough play. Grounded to the third baseman. Throws it over to the first, and he airmailed it over to the Red Oak dugout. Error number 2 here on the day for the Eagles. The reason why I say it was tough is for exactly that reason. Pear was playing, I believe, second base all day today. Moved over to third in the previous inning, and he knew that he had to get rid of that ball quickly, and he just didn't have the right grip on it as he threw it too high for the first baseman, Lyons. So Freestad reaches on the E5, and that brings up Caden Lesnow, who is 0 for 2. So Buffalo's trailing 6-2. Bottom of the 7th inning, nobody out. The pitch. Lesnow will watch it go up too high. Throw back over to first. Freestad back in time and standing. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Lesnow. He'll dig into the right-handed batter's box, facing Bell. The 1-0. Popped it up. Right side, shallow. King coming in on it. He'll get underneath it, make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Seth Sam. Sam is 0 for 2. He has struck out looking and grounded out over to third. On deck will be Ethan Watkins, who came in to hit for Lauerman, as he replaced him in left because he was about to have a straight switch with Prather to go from the mound as Prather went back over to left when Watkins took the mound in the 7th. First pitch into Sam is going to miss low and inside, ball 1. So runner at first for the Buffaloes, 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 6-2. The 1-0. Hard hit, ground ball up the middle, could be a double play. Backhanded by the second baseman, throws over to second for 1, and not in time over first. They don't even throw. But a great play by the second baseman, Kalk, who is playing center field all day today. He flips over to Hamilton, and Sam, who again just barrels up the ball nicely.
The 2 down brings it number 10, Ethan.
Again, was just mere feet away from a base hit there, but that brings up the last chance for the Buffaloes, Ethan Watkins. First pitch to Watkins is going to be a foul ball for strike 1. Runner at first, 2 down, bottom of the 7th inning. McAlester trailing 6-2. Count 0-1 here on Watkins. He struck out swinging his only time up at the plate. He had an RBI single in yesterday's game as he DH'd for Prather. Next pitch is going to miss, and that'll be ball 1. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins laid down a sac bunt yesterday, had that RBI single, was hit by a pitch, and walked. He went 1 for 1 with that RBI. The 1-1. This one will miss low and outside for ball 2. Heading the count is Watkins, 2-1 to Bell. Bell likes what he sees here from Pear. And the pitch, high hit, pop up, and it's a sky-high bomb over to left field towards the warning track, and it's going to get over the wall! It hits the scoreboard! 2-run home run for Ethan Watkins, the first of his career. Get up, fly high, be gone. The Buffaloes have scored 4 runs on 2 bombs. And now make it a 6-4 game, and we have the top of the order up. As soon as he hit that, that one was going up to the heavens. And I don't even think the wind was really blowing that hard. He just hit it right on the nose. So it's now 6-4, bottom of the 7th inning. The Buffaloes trying to do some more 2-out magic. First pitch to Leighton Bass is low and outside, ball 1. That hit the netting that protects the scoreboard. Buffaloes have put up 2 runs in back-to-back innings. Here's the next pitch, up and outside. That'll be ball 2. If Bass gets on, the tying run is on deck with Trent Boatwright, who's already hit a 2-run home run. The 2-0. We foul back into the glove of Pear for strike 1. Bass is 1 for 2. He has walked, struck out swinging, and doubled. The 2-1 pitch. This one will miss outside, and we have a hitter's count here to Leighton Bass at 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, tying run is on deck for McAlester. 3-1. Popped it up, and it hits the light pole, and it comes back into play. It was mere about 1 foot away from a light that's already out over there on that light pole by the dugout. We almost had a natural moment, except the light wasn't on. Well, that particular light it almost hit wasn't on. So count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bell staring down his catcher Pear trying to get the strikeout. The payoff. Curveball and staying alive is Bass. Fouls it off at the plate. Count will stay at 3-2. Right now, Bass, again, trying to get on base any way possible. Trying to walk, trying to get a hit. He knows what Boatwright on deck represents right now. McAlester was down at 1 point, 6-0 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And they made it a 6-4 game on 2 home runs by Boatwright and Ethan Watkins. Count is full at 3-2. The pitch. Hard hit, line drive up the middle, and the tying run is going to come up to the plate. Good piece by Leighton Bass, drives it right back from where it came from. And up comes Trent Boatwright. Boatwright has a tie for the team lead in home runs with 2 this year, hit a 2-run home run his last time up. If he does it again, we are tied 6-6. Runner at first, 2 down. Boatwright back in the box. Bell pitches. It's going to fill the zone, strike 1. The count 0-1 here on the Ocho. On deck is Braden Phillips. The 0-1 pitch. This will be a fastball missing low outside. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Do we have a little bit of Buffalo magic still up our sleeve? Do we have a rabbit in our hat? The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one was down by the ankles. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buffalo's down to their final strike. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Buffaloes did their best to come back, but they come up just a little bit short. 6-4, the final score here in 7 innings. McAlester falls to Red Oak, as we'll have some post-game stats when we return. Again, 6-4, Red Oak defeats McAlester here on KNED.
HL Sports Shop. 20,000 square feet of name brand sporting equipment and clothing. Whatever you need for the great outdoors, we have it. Check out our selection of clothing for men, women, and children. From name brands like North Face and Under Armour, we have all the fishing, archery, and gun supplies you'll ever need. HL Sports Shop is a proud sponsor of Buffalo baseball. Yes, the great outdoors begins at HL Sports Shop, located at 603 Village Boulevard in McAlester.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
If you're considering selling or buying land in Southeast Oklahoma, you need the professionalism of an experienced land specialist. Hi, this is Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties Real Estate, and I would love the chance to earn your trust as your land agent. The Southeast Oklahoma land market is hotter than ever, and I'd be happy to talk with you about why landowners trust me to market and sell their property. If you're thinking about selling ranch, timber, or recreational land, or even a rural home, give me a call for a free, no-obligation evaluation of your property. Call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233 or visit my profile page at whitetailproperties.com.
A penny doesn't get you much these days, but at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, your penny goes a long way. Because right now at Patriot, you can get into any vehicle on the lot for just 1 penny down. Let me do that again. 1 penny down. And yes, that includes the 1-ton pickups. Not only that, but if you mention this ad, you'll get $2,500 cash. Only at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. It's no secret that new vehicles are hard to come by, and some dealers are charging thousands over MSRP. So you are paying extra just to do business with them. Well, that just doesn't sound right to me. So to take care of our customers, we haven't raised our prices, period. And with over 200 vehicles to choose from, we are bound to have what you are looking for, or we'll order it for you at no extra cost. So come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Best Western Inn of McAlester. Traveling through McAlester or need accommodations for out-of-town guests? Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are both locally owned by the Freestead family for many years. Both offer comfort and convenience at affordable prices. Best Western Inn of McAlester and American Lodge and Suites are located on the 69 Bypass in McAlester.
Welcome back to Mike Deek Field in beautiful McAlester, Oklahoma. The Buffaloes take on the Red Oak Eagles, and in a game in which they trailed 6-0, They nearly came back and won this one. They ended up losing 6-4. But again, the Buffaloes had a hard time against Brex Caldwell. 5 innings, he didn't give up any hits. And then they handed things off over to Kobe Bell. And want to put this into perspective, Kobe Bell is an excellent pitcher as well. He has really good stuff. He delivers a nice fastball, good off speed, and McAlester was able to just piece him up a little bit better than they were Caldwell. Caldwell was cruising. He's proving once again why he's a Division I commit, and he did not give up any hits. McAlester had a chance to be able to score in the first inning. They had the bases loaded with nobody out, but then a fly ball over to right field, and King delivers a dime over to home plate to be able to get the out in time, and that was really what swung the momentum in favor of the Red Oak Eagles for the first 5 innings. McAlester was already down 2-0. They made mistakes. Again, there's been a few times this year where they started off a game a little bit slow, and this is another one of those games. They had 3 errors in the first inning. They didn't have any more errors for the remainder of the game. So they had 3 errors in the first, but the next 6 they played really clean. And in the first couple of innings, McAlester gave up a lot of free passes as well. I think we had 5 walks, maybe 6 walks in the first couple of innings, and then we finished the game with 9. So it was just a poor start for McAlester. But once they got into about the 3rd inning, McAlester only gave up 2 runs for the rest of the way, and they ended up scoring 4. So again, it's one of those things where you're like, man, if we just had a better start, you're looking at a possible win against a really good team in the Red Oak Eagles, who have not lost a game against a 5A opponent so far this year. So they know that they need to get better at that. They know that when they play teams like Sapulpa and Shawnee, when it counts towards playoff time and when playoffs comes around, when it comes to regionals, you can't afford a bad start. So that's what I'm sure Coach Mullins and the coaches over there for the McAlester Buffaloes are harping on. You can't have a bad start. You have to be able to come out swinging. You have to come out strong and play a full 7 innings of baseball. But I'll tell you what, from innings 3 to 7, McAlester looked really good. Defensively, from 2 to 7, other than walking a couple of batters in the second inning, that's when it kind of got rough when it came to walks. But really defensively, from the 2nd to the 7th inning, McAlester played really clean. From the 5th to the 7th, a couple of hits. They pieced up, like I said, a really good pitcher in Kobe Bell. And McAlester had a chance to really – they had the tying run at the plate after trailing 6-0 and almost came back. It was a really cool game. It was a fun game still to call. As McAlester, like I said, they're a gritty team. You might have other teams around the state of Oklahoma that might get down 6-0 to a really good team and just say, oh, well, that's it. That's it. Let's just cruise. And McAlester has not done that. They've only gotten run ruled, got to be 2 or 3 times. It can't be more than 3 times, but they haven't been run ruled often. And they did not give up. I mean, down 6-0 against a really good team. A lot of teams do give up in the state of Oklahoma, and this team in McAlester, they fought back. They made it a 6-4 game. They brought up the tying run to the plate. They just came up a little bit short. And they'll have a little bit of a break. They'll have Saturday and Sunday to be able to kind of rest themselves up. Again, they've played a lot of baseball here. This was game number 27. To put things in perspective, McAlester played 28 games going into the regional tournament last year. And they just played their 27th game. And they have to play at least 4. If all the other games got rained out, you still have to play 4 games no matter where it's at, because it's district play, and you cannot not play district play, especially with how important these games are. So you at least have 4 more games that you're going to play before you even get to regionals. McAlster's played a lot of ball, so I think this weekend break that they're going to have is going to be good for them to kind of recoup. But you want to make sure that when you come back on Monday and Tuesday, you keep your bats hot, because still McAlester has scored a lot of runs, 78 runs in 8 games, averaging nearly 10 runs a game. You want to be able to make sure that your bats are still hot against Sapulpa when you play them on Monday and Tuesday. But without further ado, those are my thoughts. Let's now go to your post-game stats, brought to you by Consignment Exchange on Highway 69 South in McAlester. They'll save you hundreds on new beds. See them for new and gently used furniture, plus U-Haul rentals and storage units. Visit them at consignmentexchange.com. So starting off with the Red Oak Eagles, the visiting team that ended up winning the game 6-4. As the Chase pair went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Brex Caldwell went 0 for 2 with 2 RBIs, a stat line you don't usually see, going 0 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He got those 2 RBIs both on sac flies, so he reached on an error that was 0 for 1, and then he struck out looking for the other. Denver Hamilton went 1 for 3 with an RBI off of a solo home run. Kobe Bell went 1 for 3. Reed Kalk went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs in an opening frame, bases loaded, 2 RBI single. Chance Pear went 1 for 3. Asher Kalk went 2 for 3. Trevor Lyons went 0 for 3, and Tanner King went 0 for 3. The offense of the Eagles totaled up 7 hits. Between Brex Caldwell and Kobe Bell, They ended up striking out 9. They walked 2, and both of those walks came in the first inning, and the defense of the Eagles allowed 2 errors. They improved to 16-6 on the year. Your McAlester Buffaloes dropped to 15-12 on the season. 1 through 9 looked like this. Leighton Bass went 2 for 3. Trent Boatwright went 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Ethan Gillespie went 0 for 1. Braden Phillips came in for him. He went 0 for 1. Gage Mullins went 0 for 3. Gage Dollins 1 for 3. Zach Freestad 0 for 3. Caden Lessnow 0 for 3. Seth Sam 0 for 3. Jackson Lauerman 0 for 1. And Nathan Watkins 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. That bomb came in the 7th inning as the Buffaloes made it a 6-4 game at that point. That was Ethan Watkins' first home run of his career. Just 2 days ago, he had only 1 RBI. He had, 2 RBIs? Is that it? He had 2 RBIs coming into this game with 1 swing of the bat. He's doubled it. So again, the Buffaloes totaled up 5 hits. All those 5 hits came in the final 2 innings for McAlester. Between Gandon Mullins, Jackson Lauerman, Leighton Bass, and Ethan Watkins, the Buffaloes struck out 4, but the big problem for them today, they gave up 9 free passes, 9 walks today for McAlester, and they had those 3 errors that all came in the first inning. So the Buffaloes ended up falling in today's game 6-4. Again, the next game that McAlester is going to be playing will be against Sapulpa, back in district play on Monday. And I thought that we were going to be hosting Sapulpa on Monday, but I could be wrong. No, it says on Game Changer that we're going to be traveling to Sapulpa to play them on Monday the 18th at 5:30. So that will be the next game that the Buffaloes play. So they'll have a weekend to kind of recoup, kind of rest up a little bit, and then they'll play on Monday at Sapulpa against the Chieftains in another huge district series. Right now, Sapulpa is record-wise first in 5A3 as they are a perfect 10-0. McAllister's going to try to change that when they play the Chieftains in that 2-game series Monday and Tuesday. So we'd like to thank Christy Carr once again, an excellent job on the video board as always, and we'd like to thank Mr. White, the Cadillac Kid, back at the KNED studios as he was handling everything on the radio side of things. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, First Realty, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Best Western American, Freedom Ford, B&B Outdoor Innovations, LLC, Vickers Furniture, OK Tire and Auto, The Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, HL's Sports Shop, First Family Federal Credit Union, and Whitetail Properties, Sean Wilkerson agent. Thank you all for putting us on the air today and all season long. So until Monday, when your McAlester Buffaloes travel to Sapulpa to take on the Chieftains in another district series, this has been Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night, everybody.